So, Ro, how was your bye week experience, and what'd you do, and how do you feel like the team improved?
I feel like we got a step closer to our goals simply because we ain't take a day off. We were still working at it. But we had a game this past week, so it really wasn't like a battle. I mean, we did get a little time to, get your bodies back, get some rest. But we still, as a team, we still attacked it like, it's a regular game week.
Did you watch the Stanford Notre Dame game, or was there any takeaways from that?
Yeah, I watched the game. I got a lot of takeaways from it. It's some things I want to keep to myself, though. But, yeah, I got some takeaways from it, most definitely.
Just the general nature of the team. What did they do well specifically?
It's not the regular Stanford team that everybody used to. They trying to translate to a more air raid offense. They really was a downhill run game. They trying to translate their offense to a more pass offense. So we just gotta go out, execute our jobs, and be victorious.
What do you think? What about your skill set do you think matches up really well against them?
I feel like me personally, or just me us as a group. I'm asking you talking about me personally, how I feel like I match up with their skill set, or how us on the back end match up with their skill set?
The team first, and then how about you?
Okay, I feel like we match up pretty good, because on the back end, that's all we do. We just do matchups, because everybody pretty versatile. Everybody can play every position, so we try to go for matchups, and I feel like we got the matchup we want this week. I mean, there's some bigger guys. They might get a mismatch on the safety or whatever, but still got the ball, still got to make plays. But for the most part, I feel like we got the matchup that we want. Yeah.
Hey, Rose, so in the preseason you talked about liking playing press man coverage. Donnie said that you guys might, bring more pressures moving forward, and that could lead to you guys being in those more man situations. So how would you feel about that?
I mean, it's not a ball game. Make it easy for me. Let me go down here and use my long arm, use my gift. But honestly, though, I feel like that's our identity as a team. I feel like that's what we do well. We play man coverage, make the quarterback get the ball out of his hand fast, make him uncomfortable. I feel like that's what we do well, play man coverage. So going forward with that, I feel like that's the right call. Let's play a little bit more man in the zone and see how they respond.
We're to piggyback off that, Coach also said yesterday he feels that the communication from the beginning of the season till now has been really good. How do you feel that has been with you guys on the back end defensively?
I feel like we started out rough just because we had 40 new guys that hit coming in, and everybody ain't played with each other. So I feel like we was all still learning how to play with each other, learn each other's strengths and weaknesses. So to answer your question, I feel like the communication did grow from the beginning of the season up until this point where we at now, and I feel like that all came with game time reps and me trusting the guy next to me.
Stanford has those sort of bigger hybrid type receivers you mentioned. What do you think about just kind of the matchups against some of those guys? And do they remind you of anybody, like the Utah's guys or anybody else?
I mean, no, not really. They receiver core kind of just like Utah. So this we kind of breaking down their game plan and kind of using that a little bit with this one, and we just gonna play the same. We know what they want to do. They ain't running that crazy. They ain't trying to trick you. They can line up and playing very simple. So we just gotta come out and do our job and execute it.
Ask you, are you a Lil Baby fan?
For sure. Favorite artist in the world right now.
Favorite artist in the world? Are you an Uzi fan?
Yes.
Young boy?
Yes.
All right, I'll just talk yeses all around.
Just because Lil Baby better than Young Boy, we have that argument every day in the locker room. Just got to get that out there.
Yeah.
You're right.
Appreciate that.
What percentage is it right now for Lil Baby?
Right now, honestly, it's only me and Ro right now.
Everybody else,
Young Boy, they big Young Boy fans. Me and Ro, you said we just trying to hold it down and put Lil Baby fans out there.
Who's on Ox usually? Who's in control of the Ox?
Somebody different every day. I think right now who on the Ox? I think Ike's on the Ox right now. Isaiah, I think he on the Ox right now.
Do you guys have a song from the album?
Favorite song from the album? Let me think.
I have my headphones.
What's up, bro? What's up, Ness? How you doing, man? Favorite song from the album? The song that he has with the feature with Young Thug.
So it must not be your favorite if you don't know the name.
Hey, bro, I can't think right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? That
can't be your favorite.
Practice right now. Mine's still on practice right now.
What do you think about Donnie's talking about getting more aggressive with the?
I love it. You know what I'm saying? Just gives us more chance to just play man, let our D-line get more pressure so the ball can come out quick. So I love it.
It goes to communication too. I know Coach Henderson yesterday said he felt that that's obviously a lot of with new guys coming in, but that's improved huge from the beginning of the season until now. How are you feeling just on the field back there in communication with the guys? And there's a lot of it starting to get on.
Yeah, but I feel like that was a big key for us in the Washington game. We finally started like trusting each other as a defense. Like we were trusting each other out there, just playing fast and having fun. And communication was a big part of that.
What's your impression of kind of what Sean Aguano's brought to the team overall?
He's brought a lot of energy, just being relentless. He tells us every day, like, he's going to be relentless with us no matter what the situation is. He's going to coach us the same way coaches are. And so he just brought a lot of energy and a lot of relentlessness to the team. A lot of new energy.
Chris, what have you thought about all the rotations at practice since he took over? It seemed like everyone's pretty much getting involved on the defensive side, just all the depth.
I loved it. You know, Coach Fletcher has been like preaching in the DB room from like since he got here, building depth, having rotations, making sure like everybody is considered a DB. So like you can play any position on the field at DB. So I love it.
Great answer.
Appreciate it, my guy. Appreciate it, my guy.
So Stanford's pass catchers have a lot of size, especially in the top 5. Obviously, you're a guy with that size in there. What's the kind of biggest keys in going up against a group of pass catchers like that, 6'2", 6'3", 6'4"?
We got to be physical. You know, we got to come in and establish like physicalness at the beginning of the game. We got to make. They're great at high pointing the ball and going to jump and get the ball, so we got to match that.
Do they remind you of any other team that you guys have played so far?
As far as like size-wise of the receivers across the board, I think this is like the biggest receiving core we're going to face all year. With their size and their physicalness, I don't think so.
Or the type of routes that they run and what they do with their passing game?
They do a lot of just trying to isolate one-on-one outside, throw a lot of jump balls. They have a good tight end. They try to give him a lot of benders across the middle of the field, try to use his body to shield guys off. So definitely got to be ready for all that.
How do you feel like your size, your gifts, skill set matches up against that type of play style?
I feel like a game like this is perfect for me, like to be able to just showcase my abilities, like you said, just use my size to match up with these guys.